My name is Dr. Dalbir Singh. I'm from India, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Eurasian People's Assembly, which is set up in 2017. And we are very fortunate the leadership of Mr. Andrei Vilyaninov, and of course my colleagues Svetlana, Dan Bernard Loze, and Igor. We were all there at that time, and there was a huge function, probably as big as this, the huge central function, and we people from about 58 countries came. There were parliamentarians, there were legislators, there were policy makers, there were professional people from industry, across the board. I think we have moved gradually, and gradually we moved on from nothing in 2017, and today I can say with a lot of jubilation and a lot of happiness that we have blossomed into not only the initial stages from Eurasian to Eurasian and African. Then we realize that we have to go to a global. We got Latin America, Middle East, we want to take everyone along. Because the world is in turmoil. There are so many complexities, so many problems. World needs to be integrated. World, you have to build new peace structures. You have to build new models for governance. You have to find out new models as to how citizens can really be looked after in their respective areas. How we can peacefully coexist together, because there is, and we expanded international humanitarian cooperation. We integrated the apparatus of civil society across this thing. We brought larger collaboration and agreements in the field of culture, trade, industry, science, technology. We traveled, I think we traveled all, we went to Paris, we went to many parts of it, to Dubai. We started linking with initially Middle East and Africa, and now encompassing the whole world. Because problems are universal across the board, whether it's in Africa or in India or in Asia. I spoke a little while ago in the public talk forum also. And I harped on this word that India has the largest democracy in the world. Its own record is documented. There's a book on it. India has more than 220 languages. We have 4,315 communities and sub-communities. In fact, some parts of India, in every village, the dialect changes. It is as diverse as that. We are multilingual, multicultural, multi-ethnic. We have so many religions. But we are a very successful democracy. So if we can hold 4,000 communities together, between 1.4 billion people, 1.4 billion is not small. We are almost 15 to 20% of the planet's population. So the same model can be replicated. I think the World People's Assembly, in whatever format it was earlier, and the new format, we have done phenomenal road in the last 1 decade. Phenomenal road. Firstly, practicing and refining public diplomacy. The art of public diplomacy has been totally refined by us. There is no other organization of this magnitude and size which is practicing public diplomacy. And why public diplomacy? Because public diplomacy is emerging as a new tool to bring people together. It's a new tool which uses soft power. New tool which uses persuasion. This new tool which brings larger interaction and persuasion, which targets all kind of citizenry, people at large, NGOs, civil society. So not just government to government. Because my firm conviction is a very large part of the problem in this world today has arisen because government to government structures have not responded fully. So we need public diplomacy, people to people diplomacy, which bring larger collaboration between education, science, technology, culture, trade, between different bodies, between civil society organizations, between NGOs, between the community-based organizations, because communities are becoming powerful. The very fact that public diplomacy came into existence was because civil society had become very big. It was non-state player. It was shaping the world opinion very powerfully. Therefore, it will become important to adopt public diplomacy as a tool. And that has been our mantra in the assembly. Because we are connecting. We are building bridges. We are connecting people. Even initially, I remember when I took over in 2017 when we formed, we went to Paris, we went to France, we went to UNESCO headquarters, we walked into UNESCO headquarters. That our goal as Sri Lanka was a goal of UNESCO. Let us work on development of culture, building coalition, building alliances, friendly alliances, no geopolitics. We don't discuss geopolitics. Okay? The idea is to bring universal brotherhood. Bring enabling friendliness, universal brotherhood. And it is only when you become brothers, you create those bonds extend the wider concept of human cooperation. Human beings are same everywhere, whether Africa or in Asia, everywhere. We have similar tendencies, we'll fight also, we'll also have our differences. But we can peacefully coexist. We can have differences, we can still coexist.
Yes.
We are like a family. You know, giving you a feeling of family orientation. We are members of a larger family of this planet.
Yeah.
So we need to create an organization with shared values. The values must be shared. What are the values?
Yeah.
I want to be healthy, I want to have good education, I want a job. That's all the citizens want. They don't want anything more than that. And despite all geopolitics that exists in the world today, it is possible to be able to bring people together, the mass of people, on this belief that you should have shared value, you should respect diversity, and we should be able to work for one another, we stand by one another in times of catastrophe or disaster, and doing charity, build the moral and spiritual values for your children, so that they grow up with that fiber and that value system. I think the main agenda of the conference should be continue to build the trust which has eroded. Today, the greatest problem on this earth is the trust deficit is all-time high. There has been erosion of trust. As people, as society, as nation, trust is the lowest. It's like just a suspicion. I am suspecting that you are not a good man. You might harm me. So before even you harm me, I react. This goes for society. It goes for nation. It goes for region. So one thing is that trust. We must build trust. Then we must respect diversity too. We must give others an opportunity to talk. We must continue to have a protected dialogue, conversation, concerted dialogue. Even we have a difference of opinion. And together we should be able to build bridges of friendship, cooperation, and expand humanitarian problems. I think World People Assembly has been able to bring three major things: respect diversity, build the trust levels, and build a world with shared values. Build a world with shared values and respect one another and create a larger fraternity of family. It's a family, world is a family. And I'll quote one Sanskrit shloka, which is 3,000 years old, from Upanishad. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. But let's not destroy it. Let's do all our best to preserve it and create a larger, happy world with shared values.